Hello, how you guys doing? Welcome to Deep New or News. We are here with some breaking news about Tyrone Davis Jr. You guys know we have been getting justice for him, trying to bring more awareness, trying to bring more attention. I got my girl Wes here with me. How you doing, Wes? I'm glad you dropped in. Wes,
Hey
are you there?
Gigi, yeah, I'm here. Hey
All
Gigi, hey
right.
Chat.
Hey, chat. All right. Polo, you guys have all heard about him. He's been really doing deep investigation into the case. He's bringing a lot of new information out. And we're going to look at his live. He have some new breaking news in his live that I'm going to talk to you guys about, and we're going to talk about it like a community here. So feel free to hit that link at the top because I want to hear what you guys have to say. Hey, Sean, I'm glad that you can join us this late night.
Hey, yeah.
All right. So I was just telling them we're going to look over a Polo Live that he did earlier today. And he has some new breaking news, because he does the deep digging and the deep diving and the deep investigating. I just bring more attention and more awareness. So I want to get you guys to understand that because sometimes you be like, you want me to do the research, but no, I'm just here to bring awareness and attention, okay? And to talk about it like a community. So with that being said, my job is to tell you guys to get the likes up. All right. If I don't tell y'all to get the likes up, I'm not doing my job. That is how we spread awareness. That is how we get more people to look into Tyrone's story. When you guys like this video, it feeds it to the algorithm, and therefore more eyes and ears are here. The only reason why you guys are here in my chat now is because previously we've been liking the live. Okay. So that's how that works. All right. So don't get annoyed with me when I say like them videos, like it. I am doing my job. It's to bring awareness and attention to this Tyrone case. All right. So if you guys did not know, earlier today, Tyrone mother, Renee, she went to Gainesville. I don't know what place, what was it? I don't know what to call it, but it was Gainesville town meeting. I don't know if I got that technical name right,
City
but
Hall.
anyway,
At City
City
Hall.
Hall. Thank you, Wes. She went to City Hall, West. I mean, she went to City Hall and she was trying to get justice for Tyrone. Polo was there. Natasha called Polo, the Davis family called Polo and told them, hey, we won't be able to make it, but can you show up for our behalf? So he went there, but Renee was not happy with his presence. So, in the midst of her trying to get justice, trying to tell other people, I want you to pay attention to my son and I want you to try to get justice for my son because that's the whole purpose of the thing is to get more eyes and to get more attention to Tyrone. That's why when you're on my platform, it is important for you to like, and that's why it's my job to continue to remind you all. So she's doing that, and she sees Polo there. And in the front of all these people, she stops and she turns to Polo to say, he shouldn't even be here. I want y'all to get his ass out. And I just thought that was so nasty of her. That was not the time, Renee. You could have saw him outside or spoke to him outside, be more civil about it. But that's what she did. She could not control how she felt about Polo. And Polo, he's out there working day and night trying to get more information to bring awareness to her son, but it looks like she's really not, she don't appreciate it. She would rather for him to stop. So that's interesting. So Polo, he's going to speak out, and I believe he's going to touch on that as well. And also I want to bring you guys this picture. A lot of you guys were sending it to me. This is a picture of Lulu's house, I'm assuming, and that is the white vehicle. You guys remember that white vehicle that was there at the cabin? When you go into the cabin in the back, you see that vehicle. I heard that the car was under investigation. So I don't know the date of this picture. I don't know if this picture was taken today Was it taken yesterday? Was it taken last month? Do you guys know the date of this picture? Wes, I'll go with you first. Do you know the date of this picture?
No, this is my first time seeing this picture.
Got it. Sean, do you know the date of this picture?
Never saw it before.
All right. Well, allegedly, this is supposed to be Lulu's house. Anybody in the comment section, do you guys know the date of this picture? All right. So, not sure the date of this picture, but if it was taken today, that's crazy, right? But this is information all coming from Polo. Also, I want to let you guys know before I play the video of Polo, we have Buddy. His name is Looney, nickname Looney. Jamal, which is Tyrone's best friend, he is speaking out. And in this video, he's saying he doesn't have an issue with content creators bringing more awareness and attention to Tyrone now. He say, he don't care for them, but he doesn't mind them doing their job. And he also talks about people opinion of him. He does cuss a lot in this video, so I do want to let you guys know. So I definitely want to play this. And with that being said, if you guys can get the likes up, like this video, if you guys have something to say, continue to hit that link, come up here. Keep the comments going. You guys know I appreciate everybody in the comment section. Keep on commenting. So I got this picture, and let me see if I can blow this up. I believe this was taken today or posted today. Renee, that is Tyrone's mom. She says they're going to turn on you for somebody who going to turn on them. Sign Karma. Sean, what do you make of this?
They're gonna turn on you for somebody who gonna turn on them. I I don't know. It depends on who she's talking to.
All right.
I can't
Wes?
go off of that because I don't know who she's talking to.
All
Well,
right,
I'm gonna
Wes?
go off of that. I'm gonna assume that she talking to to Jamal, and I'm assuming she's saying them as the Davis family,
Hmm.
saying that they,
So go
yeah.
ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Paint it
No, go
for us.
ahead.
I don't want to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Okay, they gonna turn on you for somebody who gonna turn on them. They gonna turn on you, Jamal, for somebody who gonna turn on them. So I'm thinking they saying to Jamal that you're gonna go do all that for the Davidsons, and they gonna switch up on you.
Got it. Now that you bring that to my attention, I think it's meant for Jason. I think that Jason, she's probably telling it on Jason, because Jason is the one that spoke out. He volunteered to come out here and speak out because Polo exposed him. He wanted a voice, so he came out here and he kind of threw Renee under the bus. He said that she made him, she put him in this mess. So I think that she's upset with Jason. Jason even told us, he said, hey, anytime I post get about this, Natasha family feel this way when I post about that. Renee family feel this way. He says, I feel like I'm caught in the middle and none of them fuck with me. So now she's coming up and she's saying this. I think it's possibly for Jason and letting Jason know
E-
that Natasha family is going to turn on you.
Yeah, I meant Jason. I got their names confused. Jason, the one I meant the one who was at the hospital.
Yeah,
Him. Yeah,
Jason. I
Jason.
get it confused all
I'm
the
so
time as
sorry,
well.
guys, but yeah, I meant definitely meant Jason.
All right. Do you guys agree with that theory? Press 4 if you do, press 9 if you don't. All right. So let me also, I got this. A lot of people are sending me this. If you don't mind, could you do the honors of reading this for me? Let me take this banner off.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. You want me to blow it up a little bit more?
No, I got it. I,
Okay.
okay. Because ain't no way on God green
Hold
earth.
on. Before you let me tell you who is this to. This is to Renee. Allegedly, somebody's in Renee's family is saying this. Okay. So this is on Renee's side saying this to Renee, allegedly. All right. I'm ready for US.
Cause ain't no way on God green earth I'm waiting on detectives to do anything when I know for a fact something happened. It don't take a rocket science to see this. We are not blind. We are not dumb. We have common sense here. Even if she's innocent, she's still guilty by not giving families closure. And if she did, we don't know about it. This shit is disgusting on levels beyond our control. Like that bitch said about Cuz death. She get to write essays online and still nothing about Cuz and Rena. You was at the hospital with her the very first day this all happened back in December. How could you even, what made your mind even listen to anything she had to say when you know she was the last one with him? How you allow her to tell you anything? You came back to us with what Kiara told you. I literally don't care about her thoughts. What do you feel happened to your son? Forget the detectives and the other stuff. What do you feel happened? It's okay to talk about it.
All right, I'm on live now, Tamala. You didn't respond back, but I decided to call you anyway. Are you available to talk? I'm on live now.
Yes, I'm available to talk.
Okay, so we're going over the message that you sent me, and it was for Renee by Renee's family. That is what we're talking about now. We're on the Deep Newer News channel. Can you
Okay.
tell me your thoughts about it?
Yes, because the only reason it states to me, the only reason why she came out is because she's getting heat from the family. And then before then, I think it was her mom or somebody posted, God gonna get you. So yeah, everybody knows that she's playing both sides of the fence. So and they want to know why. They won't lay answers because they feel like she know more than what she's saying. She came back and told them that this little story that Lulu told her, but they ain't it now. Everything unfolding. They want to know who's really happened, and I'm pretty sure that the people that put this pushing on her neck is probably the closest to him. You know, I'm being honest with you. It's probably the closest to him, and that would be Gabe or either Jay Jennings, because I'm telling you that's why I said it was awful strange that she come up here all of a sudden now because they putting pressure on her. Her hand is Renee hand is dirty, very dirty, and since that boy Jason called her out, then yeah, she playing a whole lot of sides, and she never wants to say Lulu. I've been back over today's thing. She said if anybody got anything to say about Lulu, don't ask her me no MF nothing about Lulu. Ask Lulu. Lulu, ask Lulu. So she's protecting Lulu as well. I don't know why they going so hard for Lulu. Maybe it's because Lulu is the one name on the stuff, okay, the policy. Maybe that's why they going hard for Lulu. But at the end of the day, this is messy business, baby. Real messy business.
All right, thank you. And we're going over Renee. She put up earlier today. She says they're going to turn on you for somebody who going to turn on them. Sign Karma. Who is she talking about?
I think she's trying to. I think she's trying to say that to Polo, but at the end of the day, Polo doing it for a good reason, y'all. You know, I don't know if people really see it. He ain't asking nobody to do nothing but him. You see what he said? He sits in them. He sits in them city council meetings and different things like that, and see what's going on where everybody else don't know what's going on, don't see, and don't hear. But at the end of the day, that man is doing it because he genuinely want to know himself. And he do know. And he want to push it out there that it's some dirty people that could be right underneath you every day. You thinking that's got love for you. But upside down, them people want to kill you because guess what? You're better than they are.
Now, before you got here, we talked about this, and Wes, she suggested, and I agree with Wes, that Renee is talking about Jason. She is telling Jason that Natasha and them is going to turn on him. If you can recall, recently he came out and he did throw Renee under the bus. And he was telling that Renee picked him up and Renee put him in the middle of this. But go ahead, because I can hear you.
But you know what? I'm going to say this. I don't think she's talking about Jason, because you know why? Jason already stated in his live that family ain't talking to him right now. So he already stated that. He already stated facts on that.
But do you think, I feel that after he came out, I do believe that he did get in contact with Natasha and they talked. And that's why the next morning, Natasha said, give him grace.
It could be. It could be talking about him, but I think everything she got is directed to Polo, because Polo brought the same thing I said. He brought Lulu's location. He brought so much stuff out, and just to go inside a city council when you try to get justice for your son, and then you flip it. You may let them people see you acting like that. No, that ain't cool.
All right. No. All right. So also we talked about, did you see the picture that Polo put up? Allegedly, this is Lulu at her house with the car.
Oh, yeah, that is the house. He ain't lying. I sent you those pictures so that he ain't lying about that house. He ain't lying. I told you I saw all of their houses, but because when old boy, the trucker, and his wife came up and gave you that information that day and told all of us to check, did you check out their houses? And I'm like, yeah, I checked out where Lulu daddy lived, and it ain't no spectacular house. And then I checked out where the auntie live at, and everybody on that information thing, and their house wasn't spectacular. So I'm like, what is it? So he talking about on Natasha them side. Now, they got some hellified now, but other than that, no, because that house was $85,000, boo, and they got it. And when you go look, they'll tell you who he got it mortgaged from. They'll tell you all that.
All right,
it's worth something now.
Do you know the date that this picture was took?
No, I don't.
Got it. Because I was under the impression the car was still under investigation. So I was wondering, was this today? Is this a current picture or old picture?
Well, it's got to be current, because when I went on there, they had a Hummer in front of the yard, and then they had a black sedan in front of the yard.
So are you saying that her car is out of the investigation?
I don't know if it's out of the pound or not. I don't know.
So when I'm saying current, I'm saying current as the date of it being investigation. Like, is it out now and this is a new picture, or is this old before the accident? Like, if it's before the accident, it's old to me.
I think it's probably somewhere before she went
and turned
it.
Looking at it now, I'm sorry, I think it's old because of the trees. I mean, he passed, but I don't know if that's Florida. I don't know how Florida trees are, because I can say, okay, I know it's cold in December, and I know my trees does not look like this in November, December. But Florida, I'm thinking y'all are like hot 24. So
yeah, it be like it. So yeah, I believe it's recent. I don't know how recent, but I believe it's recent, because the photo that I gave you, if you go back and look, it was a black sedan and a Hummer, like a copper color Hummer in the front yard.
Okay. The David family be. All right. So strictly MF and business, how are you? Talk to me. What are your thoughts about this?
Oh, my bad. I was trying to listen to that.
Okay. You didn't want to talk right now. That's fine. All right. So before I play Polo, it's a short video that Looney posted up recently. So I'm gonna play that one really quick. Let me put this down. Let's get these likes up. Come on. We gotta spread the awareness. Brace yourself. This is Looney.
This man fucking retarded. I ain't come on here because I said I ain't talking about my friend no more, but I just want to address something real quick. And I'm going to leave this video up because I don't leave the videos up because I ain't trying to get no clout, no views off my nigga name. I be trying to get a point across. But y'all tag y'all homeboy and tell him I don't have an issue with what he's doing because he's pushing justice for Dro. The more ears, the bigger the platform, the more people who's following along, no matter what the storyline is, that's gonna get justice for Dro. Although I am upset, I feel like a lot of content creators just looking for a check. I don't give a damn what they post at this point because we trying to get justice for Dro. But as for the hoes and the niggas who in this man comments who think that I could possibly give a fuck or a damn or anything about y'all opinion about a nigga who I done spent countless years knowing and dealing with, fuck your opinion, fuck your life, shit on your life,
Oh my
get you some
God.
money and stay out of mine. And as for Polo, if your fight is for justice for Dro, I'm more than all ears to you. I keep putting that in your comments on purpose. I'm kind of sad. You added me as a friend so we can get on each other's lives, and then you deleted me. So I kind of took that kind of personal, like what you ain't want me to hear. But you say it's all good. It's justice for Dro. I don't give a damn if it's coming from the Jennings. I don't care if it's coming from the Davis. I don't care if it's coming from the streets. As long as the bitch putting that pot of blue up and goddamn me trying to get them crackers to find out what happened to my friend and lock up who's ever responsible for it, I don't give a fuck. Do what you gotta do, fam. You feel me? Say what you gotta say. Screen that shit from the mountain, screen that shit from the hood. As long as the outcome is somebody paying for what happened to Tyrone Davis Jr., I'm all for it. I ain't got no hate for nobody. That's it. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. All this shit just comments and likes. This shit don't affect now when I real life. Niggas still gotta get up and get some money and pay bills. It affected me because I lost my friend. You feel me? But outside of that, that's the only thing I care about. All this internet fame and internet beef and all that shit, I don't give a fuck about that shit. I'm really like that. I'm really outside in the streets, really having fun, having my way with shit. I don't care about that. Y'all have a blessed night. I ain't finna spend my night dealing with this. Just I don't like my name being said and people trying to play with whatever. I ain't none of them other niggas. I don't. Justice for Dro. That's the movement.
All right. So I start with you, Sean. How did you take that? What are your thoughts?
I don't expect anything different. The only thing that I take offense with what he said was the fact that content creators making money. I'm so sick of people taking offense to that. Anybody. You want them to put it on social media because you want to get the word out. Yet they're not supposed to get paid for their time. How does our computers and phones and laptops and tablets, how are they supposed to function if we don't charge them? And how are we supposed to charge them if we don't pay the light bill? And how are we supposed to pay the light bill if we don't have any money? So how are we supposed to get money if social media is our bread and butter, right? But we don't do it in a way that makes us money. See, so I'm really sick of idiots saying that. Like, I'm really tired of people saying that. You know, people go to work, people do their job to get paid. But so that's the only thing I had pause with him saying. Everything else he's saying, that's how street niggas talk. So I'm not surprised at that.
When it comes to that, I would like to piggyback off of that. Um, radio, they do news reporting. Fox News, CNN, all those, they do news reporting. And if something happened to your family, you would want them to post on it. You would want more awareness. But you're telling them, I don't want you guys to get paid at your job for doing your job, but I want you to work for me for free. That's just crazy, you know? Um, but go ahead, Tamala.
Want to say something, Gigi, and I'm going along with Sean, but I do want to stamp this though. The same way he said that he got to get out here and get some money. Well, that's the same way you got to do it. Every other person that does this type of stuff on a platform, they got to get out here and get some money too. So, and my thing is, if you're getting money by putting out facts, then there's not a problem with that. Why would there be a problem? Because if you don't put it out and the next person don't put it out, it's not even gonna get out. That's just like if I'm the only one up in Gainesville with a sign "Justice for Dro" at the police department, just me ain't gonna do it. It's got to be a movement. It's a marathon. So that's what we're doing right now. We're keeping the marathon going, the movement going.
And
if you don't like it,
I want to say something else also. When you want to get help for your victims or family members, you want the police to do their job, but you don't want the police to get paid for it. It's like, yeah, I want y'all to help me, but I don't like the fact that y'all getting paid to help me.
Exactly.
You want
Exactly.
investigators to investigate. That's a job. That's time. But you don't want them to get paid. It sounds so stupid.
It
It's
is.
it's very.
And he didn't say stop. That's the double-edged sword or the double standard. Don't stop doing it, right? But don't get paid, like you just said. That's like somebody going into their print shop and printing up a whole bunch of Justice for Dro t-shirts using their ink, their t-shirts, all their time, right? Sweating in the shop, ironing them out, folding them up, and then going outside. Here, you get one, you get one, you get. Even when Oprah gave out all them damn cars, she got her money back because that's how she paid her taxes. You see what I'm saying? So somebody gonna print up all them t-shirts and just go give it away? Now, somebody may, because that's how they're donating to the cause, right? But that place still has a business. It's a money maker. So when they gave out all them t-shirts at that candlelight visual, that's also advertisement. Oh, they make some nice t-shirts. Oh yeah, we go in there when we go to such and such, when we go to Bonquisha's funeral, her baby daddy, it's one hand washing another. So how they figure everybody, so we supposed to just sit up nights and put boots on the ground and for nothing. I don't get that. But he says keep doing it though. Please get the word out. Fight for justice. Just do it for free. It makes no sense. That shit don't make no sense. That's the only thing I got a problem with what he said, though. Other than that, him not caring how we feel about him, I understand. I have the same sentiment. I really do.
clap back at you with it.
All right. Go ahead.
It's really crazy that every time it turn around, somebody come up with that. Somebody come up with that. But then at first, wasn't nobody really going hard for the Justice for Dro's thing until you start going hard. Then now everybody on board trying to say, oh, put this out, put this out, put this out. But at the end of the day, like Sean just said, they get paid. You said it best. The news people, CNN, Fox, CBS, NBC, they get paid.
Didn't Tyrone get paid for being a content creator?
Yes, he did.
Okay. So maybe he was jealous Tyrone was getting paid, being a content creator too. I don't know.
Because
But
that's what I
Dro
was going to
only pushed
address.
his own stuff, though. Dro only pushed his own stuff, from
This
what
what
I
I was
saw.
going to address. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
from what I saw, he only pushed his own stuff. Like he wasn't in it, he wasn't justice, he wasn't crime fighting, he wasn't doing any of that. He just pushed his own stuff. He was like a motivator. So that's nothing to be jealous of. It was his own stuff.
But
But yes, he was getting paid.
some
Yes, he
people don't
was.
even like content creators to get paid for dancing. They don't like content. Some people just have an issue with content creations getting paid because people get paid a lot of money for just dancing, for just doing makeup, hair. They just can't stand it. Some people
While they
have
click
issues.
on it and give them views though. They don't realize that just watching it, a content creator is going to get paid from that view. So, how are you mad at me for doing it? Are you just as mad at yourself for watching? Are you just as mad at yourself for commenting? Because, like, content creators can't do what they do without the viewers and the subscribers and the memberships. So, everybody's giving by just clicking. Come on. Like some people just need to stop it. Like for real.
Yep. Well,
What with you?
he
Let
have responded to that. He has responded to those claims because the guy, Looney, he was targeting Polo, and then when he got with Polo, he kind of changed his tune. So it's been wishy washy with him. All right, so I'm gonna play Polo Lives. This is Polo Live earlier today.
why they out here playing with me, man? For real, man. Good evening, everybody, man. Hey, man. On some real shit, man. Hey, let me address some things right quick while before we get started, man. So man, you got people out here talking about what Polo doing, fuck shit, suck my dick.
Oh my
Y'all got
God.
people out here.
I didn't know he was gonna say that, y'all.
Is so ignorant. I appreciate the exposure that he's given for Dro, but he is one ignorant
Oh,
person.
Sean, let's be not okay, Sean. Listen,
Like serious.
Sean,
That's just
Sean,
nasty.
Sean.
What?
It's
What?
okay. We'll talk about behind us, Sean.
Ugh.
All right.
Ugh.
That's running from the truth, suck my dick.
Okay, I didn't know he was gonna say it again. I'm gonna fast forward it.
Damn, you stamp. I don't give a fuck what you.
All right. Shout out to Parker donated $10. Thank you, Parker. Parker have a YouTube channel. She does awesome work. Thank you so much. She want to shout out to Mala. She wants to shout out Sean B and Wes. All right. And myself. Yes.
Thank you,
Thank
sweetheart.
you.
All right. So I'm going to continue to play. And Polo is mad right now. He's very mad. Tamala, do you think he have every reason to be mad right now?
I think he has reason to be mad because at the end of the day, he's just speaking. Speaking truth and facts, and then people don't want to hear it. But like I was always taught, what's understood don't have to be explained. So he shouldn't really have to explain it. It's like he said, it's out here raw and uncut. It's up to you if you want to take it and swallow it and believe it. Because if you don't want to, it is what it is. But
All
don't
right.
get mad at him.
All right.
Talking about nigga. I don't push no fake names. I don't push fake names. I don't do that there. I don't do that there. Know what I mean? I keep that shit all the way kosher. Now everybody be hollering about, y'all hollering about, oh man, let my dog rest. Nah, your dog can't rest.
Now, who said that? Who said let my dog rest? Whoever said let my dog rest, I'm assuming is related to or friends with Tyrone. Can you guys tell me in the chat who is he talking about when he's saying let my dog rest? This is what they're telling Polo, let my dog rest. Pretty much saying let him, be quiet. So people are saying Jamal,
That's what I'm assuming.
is he referring to Jamal, aka Looney? Press 7 if he is referring to Jamal, just so we can be kind of clear. All right. Yes. All right.
And if you want justice, you don't want no rest, no peace, no justice, no peace.
On that, I agree. I mean, I'm not gonna assume who he talking to, but nah, you can't. He's not resting. How is he resting if he hasn't gotten any justice? But I don't know who he talking to. Somebody could have said that in some comments on his live. Didn't necessarily have to be Jamar, but he's saying somebody said it
No,
to
he
him.
was talking to Jamal at this time. I watched this live.
Yeah, he was talking to him.
Right. So if he was talking to Jamar at the time, then why didn't he say, "Yo, man, you telling me to let your dog rest"? He says somebody told him
Yes,
that.
yes, he's going back and forth about the live that Jamal had recently had made, and he was, rebelling off of that during this prior time of the lives.
hmm Okay.
Rest.
Well,
Your brother can't rest. Your cousin can't rest. He can't rest knowing that his own mama is protecting the same person that was last seen with him. How y'all talking about let him rest? And then y'all talking about, oh, it's wrong what you doing to a grieving parent. Last time I checked, she the same one protecting the same bitch that was last seen with her son. Make that shit make sense. Find somebody to play
hold
with,
on,
because I
Gigi.
ain't shit to play with.
So I saw when they talked, they're cousins, Jamar and Dro, because he just said your cousin can't rest. They're cousins.
Someone in comment section said he said cousin Jamal, not his cousin. I
Oh, he
don't
was
know,
just saying it
Sean.
like you know how like they say twin, cousin, like that. I don't think they cousins. They would have been said that.
So
I'm not sure.
was he just saying that this man is not your cousin?
He's
No,
so
he
country.
said your man can't rest. Then he said your cousin can't rest. That's what he said.
Oh.
You
Well,
could rewind it.
I believe you. I just can't answer that because I don't know.
No.
So
Okay.
yeah, anybody in the comment section know that answer? Tamala, do you know? Sean, what Sean was talk. Sean, if you can repeat it for Tamala.
Okay. What I'm saying is, people was like Wes was assuming, and she was saying that Polo is reflecting and rebutting the conversation that he was having with Jamar. So when he was saying, y'all telling me to uh let let your man rest, let your homie rest. Um, I was saying that I didn't think he was talking to Jamar. He could have been talking to someone that he's talked to on the back end or in the comments. And then Gigi played it and he clearly said, "Yo, homie can't, or somebody can't rest." And then he said, "Your cousin can't rest." So I asked, is Dro and Jamar cousins? But people in the chat are saying it's street language. Okay.
Yeah, like slang. Like how
Right.
sometimes they be
I
like
get it.
twin,
Yeah.
cousin. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll rewind it.
She the same one protecting the same bitch that was last seen with her son. Make that shit make sense. Find somebody to play with, because I ain't shit to play with. I will walk your ass down and find out what you ate last night for dinner. Stop playing with me, man. I'm the truth. I'm connected worldwide. Whether you believe it or not, I don't know if you believe it or not, or whatsoever. So when people tell me, oh, they so tired of Polo, first off, let me tell you something. Some people just told me tonight. A group of people just told me tonight. They called me Cutwater Davis. I couldn't do nothing but laugh, man. Cause you know why? That's an honor. That's an honor to be standing on some shit and being part of a group of people that want to see the same thing. Answers. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You feel what I'm saying? It feel good to be a part of a community, a family who really just want answers. So when y'all be hollering about, oh, oh man, I don't even think the family got nothing to do with this. Well, you know, sometimes you talk too soon. You know what I mean? Anytime a man is heavily involved, it's for a reason. Anytime a man come with receipts, pay attention.
All right. Cece in the comment section, she says she know Looney Jamal personally, and he is not about that life, and no, they are not related.
I
Thank you,
thought his
Cece.
name was Jamar. Is it
I
Jamar or is it Jamal?
I'm
I don't know
Hmm.
not.
what it is, but I know
You
he
see
ain't
what I'm
about that
saying?
life.
Like, and it's a
I
whole
don't know
lot of
how to
stuff going
spell it,
on in the
but it's
comments.
Jamal. He actually
You know,
spells
we
it
were
like that
saying
on his.
Jamal yesterday. We were saying Jamal yesterday, and they were jumping down our throats saying, "Why do y'all keep calling him Jamal? His name is Jamar." So now we're saying Jamar,
Jamal, same person.
and the girl who knows him personally is saying Jamal. So I'm confused, and it really don't even matter to me no more. It really
On
don't.
his IG page is Jamal.
Got
Well, I
it.
mean, on
So
his Facebook page is Jamal.
on
Because on his
IG
IG is
is
Chevy something.
Jamal. All right, and then Facebook. So he have two different names.
Same person though, Sean.
Right. Okay. Well, maybe if I pull up his Instagram, you said it's on his Instagram.
Look on his Facebook.
I know, but that's Jamar on his Facebook, right?
And on Instagram, he goes by Chevy Boy. Or is that Jamal? I don't know. They
That's
It
names.
ain't but one face. It don't even matter to the name. We know who we talking
Yeah.
about when we say it.
Yeah.
I was making a point of what the comment was. She said she know him personally, yet she's calling him the name that everybody was correcting us about yesterday. That's what I was talking about. But we all know who we're talking about. I just found it kind of cute that she says she knew him personally, yet she's using a name that everybody was telling us not to say. So that was kind of, worth mentioning, I thought. But it's okay.
all right.
Anytime some shit makes sense, you watch. Don't be quick to make allegations talking about, oh man, he just making up shit. Maybe what you need to do is sit back and pay attention. Because as of yesterday, 4 million people, let me say this again. 4 million people feel the same. The only people that feel different about what Polo's saying is the so-called people that supposed to be his dogs. Jamal, the only reason why I unfriend you, because when I was on your live, you said he ain't had no smoke with Polo. You said, man, hey, man, it is what it is. Then you turn around and make a live like you shooting at Polo. Homeboy, if that's your dog, your cousin, like you said.
So time out. They shooting at each other?
Now that's a figure of speech, Gigi.
No, no, I
When they
know.
when they when they do their hands. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Because I was about to say, come on, Gigi. Now, come on. You did grow up in the United States. Stop that. But okay. I'm glad you know what that means.
No. Hold on.
I'm glad
Yes.
you know what it means. You play too much, Gigi. You play too much.
Why would you be doing the gun single like you got your pew pew and what like that to a man that ain't even bothering you but trying to get justice for your homie? It doesn't make sense. Your
That's a
brother,
fact.
it doesn't
That's a
make
fact.
sense. Why would you do it? Why would you be doing that? Like you trying to shut him up, unless you got something to do too. Because like I said,
Oh my
everybody
God.
until proven innocent. Come on now. And I think it's awful strange. You gonna do that to a man that's trying to get justice for your people? He never once said nothing about Tyrone out of the way. He never once. He never once. He's standing on business, but you ain't standing on business because you running around here trying to see what Jason say and then chase down what we saying and all that. So where you standing on business at? Get your tail down there to the police station and start doing something. Because I ain't seeing you doing nothing and ain't talking about nothing. You just keep on talking about, that's my boy, that's my bruh, that's my bruh. Well, do something about your bruh, because I know I would be standing on business. I would be going harder than hard. And there ain't nobody going harder than hard, but Natasha and that powder blue don't move. Everybody else is on here talking about what they do, and I'm much as CC Pena. They probably he ain't about that life. He think he can bully somebody just because he's big. Ain't nobody scared. Just like you got gun, somebody else got a pew pew.
So hold on. Let me get this understood. You mean to tell me Looney went on Facebook because he claimed he don't be on no Facebook. He don't do all that. He not a social media person. But he stay on social media recently. So he got on Facebook and made a video and did a pow pow signal talking about Polo. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes.
I know you lying. He did that for real?
Yes.
Shut
That's what
up.
we understand Polo to have said. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Like we see his other, like we see Polo's other videos. Like we see Polo's other videos. I haven't seen that.
Well, they say Looney, he always pull shit up and take shit down. He like to throw a rock and hide his hand. He throws rock and hide his hand. So for everybody, did you guys see Looney get on video and do a gun signal talking about Polo? Press 5 if you did. All right. Do we have any witnesses? Because he has took it down. And this is what Polo is saying. Okay, so lady, he deleted it. Yeah, but she ain't pressed that 5. I'm gonna need you to press that 5.
Well, I do know he definitely be in the comments saying stuff because he got in the comments heading words with me. And
Wow.
all I did was made a comment and he got real nasty with me. So he be in the comments.
Oh wow. Be
And
careful,
see,
Wes.
that's what I'm
Be
saying. You
careful.
in the comments, but you going after West, but you ain't standing on business about your brother. You don't know nothing about West. You don't know nothing about her, but you ain't going on business about your brother. See, that's why I tell you, people do a whole lot. That's my bruh. That's my bruh. But when it comes to time to slide and glide, y'all niggas are sitting back. It's the women niggas gotta slide and
That
glide.
part.
Come on now.
Wes, what did he say to you?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked that, Sean. Because
I know, Blue. What he say?
all I said was I forgot what was it was. I was commenting on one of Polo posts, and I do have the screenshot because he did erase it. And I said, Jamal, you must have got a piece of the pie. He gonna tell me, baby, I am the pie. He like, I said, oh, so what did that mean? And I said what I said, but I screenshot it and I did send it to you, Gigi. You might didn't pay attention because I found that interesting. Because what do you mean you were the pie? You were nothing.
Why he getting so sassy?
Yeah. So I know I was one of the hoes he was referring to.
Well, I
But
thought
that's
he
fine.
didn't do social media, Wes.
Yeah, that's why I wanted you to know. He do. And
Oh.
just like the person said in the comment, he ain't like that because you not, because ain't no real man gonna even be doing all that. You
Well, I'm
supposed to be on
glad.
the field.
But this is my thing. He's over here in your box talking crap to you, but why you ain't standing on business? When you went to Jason, you wasn't all batty. You wasn't all, nigga, what it is. Because let me tell you something. If it was my friend, I'm going to make you spill everything. That pew pew, you trying to punch it to Polo, you should have put it to your boy head and been like, give me that news. Give me that. Run it down to me again and again till it made sense to me. But see, that's why I know, like I said, it's the women always sliding for the men and sliding for other people because these men out here, the holler, I'm going to slide for your homeboy, ain't going to do nothing. Soon as you get in clink, clink, come on now. They ain't even send you $5. He was jealous too, big boy. He was jealous. You can see through it. Because why would you go after somebody who trying to get justice? Who going to the folks, reporting what they know so they can get justice for your boy? Was you there? Was you that fourth person at that hospital? Because that's what make me think you got something to do with it too. All of y'all was in that circle together. All of y'all knew how each other moved. So come on now. He only let people in that circle who he was cool with. So you doing all that talking, you trying to get mad at Polo, but why you getting mad at him? Because he brought evidence. He brought proof in the pudding. Some ain't right. Some ain't right. But we gonna cook that pot. You gonna be in that pot too. We gonna cook that stew too, because you suspect, all the way suspect. Want to shut him up. What for? Why you want to shut him up? But ain't it justice you were seeking for your brother? Ain't it justice? You say it's justice. It couldn't be. Maybe you want to shut him up because he know too much. He done produced too much. And people telling him what's going on the back end. And you don't like that. Like I said, everybody is wanting a piece of that pie. Do you hear me?
All right. Well, let me continue to play more. Wow, I didn't know all this was going on. Y'all and Facebook doing a pow to each other, threatening to kill another brother. We already got too many brothers dying as it is. Why would he want to do that? That's just... Well, I don't want to kill nobody. I'm not trying to advocate none of that. Yeah, I'm not trying to do none of that.
I'm just using that.
Yeah.
He ain't going after the right people. Ain't Lulu the one was with your brother? So why you ain't coming after her? Why you ain't coming after her? I think it's all awful strange. Nobody goes after Lulu, but everybody goes and attacks everybody that's trying to get justice for Dro. Y'all don't think that's strange? That's strange. They're going after everybody to try to get justice for Dro, but nobody's going after Lulu and the ones that's actually got something to do with it. But
They not going after Renee either. No. Not just Lulu. They ain't saying Renee name either.
They ain't standing on that business. They ain't standing on that business. But they want to go after Polo and stand on that business. Because he know them folks.
All right. Well, I'm going to continue to play.
It is, and you really want justice for your dog, maybe you need to sit back and shut up and pay attention. And you might learn something. Stop thinking that people are against you. Stop thinking that people don't want the same thing. And all the little comrades that come running behind him, maybe y'all need to sit back and pay attention. You know what I mean? You ever thought in your mind, maybe this nigga might know something I don't know. Maybe this nigga might know people that I don't know. But when you turn around talking about what you think, nigga, I drop receipts, nigga. I drop receipts, nigga. I come behind that shit with a blood storm of receipts, nigga. Can't you see how everybody shifting? Can't you see how everybody moving? You don't pay attention? The world do. The world see what y'all don't see because y'all too naive to pay attention to reality. That's not my fault. That's not my fault. Know what I mean? Join forces. You could join with Polo and be like, bro, how you came up with this? How you came up with that? Well, how do you get that conclusion? I don't mind breaking it down, nigga. But not one time did y'all check or fight check and be like, bro, man, put me on play. How you came with this about my dog? Because I could post a receipt where somebody just posted that Jason wasn't.
All right. I want to know, why don't Jason and Looney talk to this guy and try to work with this guy? You know, I want you guys to put in the comment section. I would think that Jason, Looney, and Tyrone father will all probably get together and be like on a one accord, but it seemed like that's not happening.
I'm willing to believe, Gigi, that Tyrone's father has known all this time, just like Auntie Natasha, that Jason was there while we're all just finding out yesterday. So why they're not putting their heads together, I don't know. But that is a good point. Yeah. Why isn't everybody just putting their heads together instead of, you know what I mean, leaving out breadcrumbs and for us to come and like we garbage picking for information? I'm not appreciating this shit at all.
But I asked them that, Sean. Well, I asked Nina, since she's the spokesperson for the family, or one of them. I said that this was my question verbatimly. I said, did the Davis family know that that Jason was at the hospital? Did they already know that, or are they finding out in real time like us? She said they just finding out also. Because that was my question. I wanted to
And
know.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't.
I mean, either. Me
That's
either.
mighty convenient to say now. You know what I mean? Because they've heard our reaction to Auntie Natasha saying what she don't believe Jason is involved in. How can you not even be suspect
Skeptical,
about
yeah.
Jason's involvement with the way he moving? You just found out that he was there. He's known all this time that y'all looking for answers. Y'all got plenty of questions, and you find out at the same time the public finds out, yet you have no suspicion. That I'm not holding that, Nina. You know better than that, and you know you shouldn't have said that, girl. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I'm not holding that. That don't even make sense.
No, I agree. But I'm just saying, I did. That's the question I asked because I was like, well, is this new to them or are they just finding out too? Because if they just finding out, why the heck y'all not feeling, a little suspicious about this? A lot of suspicions about this. That's a lot of information that was withheld from the family. And I keep, granted, they trying to hold on to a secret or whatever it is that they don't want to expose that they feel is so personal. But we are way beyond that. There was an unaliving. This
And
is
find it. I'm sorry, boo. Go ahead.
no, no. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and finding out that Jason was there, them telling us that Jason was there does not hinder an investigation that the family don't even feel is happening anyway. You know what I mean? Telling us that Jason was there is just one other person that we know about. We still, now that we know that Jason was there, we still don't know what happened. So what harm would it have done for them to tell us that he was there? Because it don't make sense that they just found out. That don't make sense. Because it's suspect on how it came out. So how can they not be suspect on how it came out? That just no, no. I'm with you on that, Wes.
Because at the end of the day, this is what I'm saying. Everybody telling you such and such doing this and such doing that. Even when you think it's not nothing significant to this little conversation, you still should take it to the law. You still should take it to the law because Renee never said it. His name ain't on the report. When they said all people involved, others involved, his name ain't on the report. So you ain't getting everybody that's involved. So that's why I say it's all withholding evidence. Come on now. They all doing some withholding evidence. What else did they withhold? What else? Because like I was going back over there, I went over Nikki's thing and I popped it up. Watch her video. Nikki said, "Oh, they went to Papa John's and to the phone company. The phone company is the first. I'm just not hearing about that." So she said that when she was going on that last slide, but I didn't catch it. But I went back over today. And she said, yeah, he went to the phone. He was okay when they went to the phone company and the pizza place. So I'm saying, okay, I Google, you know how you do it, put it in Google and then show you the pictures. And I went to the Papa John's and everything that was surrounded by the Papa John's, American Best. And then you go on down on the other, you go on down. There's Ross, there's all that. And then on the other side, there's a Planet 13. Across the street is the AT&T phone company. So I'm saying, what phone company did they go? So I Googled it to see what the mileage is. AT&T is the only one that's close, that close. So when the European people said, oh, the pizza was on the ground and all that, but they was going back towards Papa John's. Was the car parked towards Papa John's and you had to let somebody out at Papa John's? After y'all did what y'all did? That's what I want to know, because it's too much ain't adding up, baby. And then he's supposed to have drove time. Why would you need to ride down there with them?
All right. So at this time, I will ask everyone to like this video. It's my job to get the likes up so we can bring more awareness and bring more attention to Tyrone's story. So it's my job to get the likes up. Come on, we got to get the likes up. All right. The likes, it pushes us in the algorithm, and there it will bring more eyes to Tyrone's story. That's how that works. All right. So I'm going to continue to play more Polo Live.
In that cup, I could post a receipt that somebody else posted saying that the mama and the sister was the only one there, or was there holding Joe's hand when he took his last breath. Oh, man. Come on, man. Like,
Okay, wait a minute, Gigi. Wait a minute. Hold on. Didn't the father tell us that him and his sister and his mama or somebody, that he was the one in there when they turned the machine off? Ain't that what his father said?
And they had to wait for other people to get there. See, that's what I'm saying. So with that, why we thinking Lulu was there by herself, they was already there. And then go back and pretend like they had came when he called. They was already there. That's why I said they was already there with Lulu. And Jason didn't lie about that. Some things he may have, didn't tell us hold back on, but he didn't lie when he said Renee was there. He said Renee was there, Lulu was there, Renee's daughter, and he was getting ready to say a fourth person, but he caught himself. He knows. So why didn't y'all take that evidence to the police department? Because he know who is there. So if you want justice, you would have took it, but they didn't take it because they don't want justice.
Not that day, Tamala. The day that they turned the machine off, that was 24 hours later. So, and Dro's father said that nobody else was there, and he said that they left them plugged up to wait for the rest of the family to come, right? But he said that him and his sister and somebody else of his family were the only ones in the room when his son took, I'm not talking about in the hospital, just in his room, when my son took his last breath. You can go back and play his father talking. That is what his father said. So somebody is clearly lying.
No.
When they said Lulu sat there the whole 24 hours by herself, she didn't come. See, she called Renee. It all connects the dots. She called Renee right after it happened, okay? Renee come on up with homeboy, okay? Supposedly. But homeboy was already there. I believe he was already there, okay? But Renee comes up, okay? That's how. Then they leave. When they leave now, they all left. And then they act like they was never there. They was never there until the 30th. That's what I'm trying to say. They act like they was never there until the 30th. Like Lulu was the only one at that hospital. Lulu was not at that hospital by herself. I bet you if we can get the video, it'll show who all the 4 people was there with her. That's why the mama said what she said today. I've been asking them. I've been trying to get information. They not giving no information. But didn't you tell the police? Didn't you tell the leading detective that only notify you of the incident about what's going on? the situation? Didn't you say that? You didn't want them to notify the father and that? That's suspect too. And so Lulu wants to know if the cameras work, if what's going on, and how, okay, why she want to know, and you want to know. You want to know too. Because see, y'all don't know. But at the end of the day, they should have a backup camera system. They should have a backup camera system. Even though they might have tried to do that, even though they probably tried to have somebody to sabotage, because I remember what BG said, things get lost in translation. She kept saying that, things get lost in translation. She was trying to tell us some of this stuff that we talking about is already lost in translation, like camera footage, like hotel footage. Some of that stuff is already lost. Some of that stuff been removed. Okay, but at the end of the day, they should have backup. They should have a backup camera. Because I do know when I watched one criminal show, I can't think what it was, they had a backup camera. They didn't know that it was a backup system.
All right. CC want to know, is the police report out, you guys? So if you guys can let CC know if the police report out, we really appreciate that. All right. So I'm going to rewind it back just for a second.
Oh, man, put me on play. How you came with this about my dog? Because I could post a receipt where somebody just posted that Jason wasn't in that car. I could post a receipt.
So did you guys hear what he just said about Jason? He is alleging that Jason lied about being in the car with Renee. Did you guys hear that? Do you guys believe that Jason was not in that car riding up to Renee? Press 4. If you guys did not know, the other day, Jason came out and he said that Renee picked him up. Renee and Renee's daughter picked him up to drive to the hospital where Tyrone was. So he is saying, I guess someone is telling him that Jason was never in that car driving up to Renee with Renee and her daughter to the hospital to see Tyrone. All right.
No, he went before. He came before then because he had drove car. So why would I need them to come and pick me up when I got drove car? It don't make sense.
All right. So I wonder, and I want to ask you guys in the comment section, what is Looney going to do about that? I wonder, Wes, do you think Looney is going to go back to Jason as like, why would you lie to me on my live to tell me that you're in the car that Renee picked you up? I mean, because he made the story up if it's false. Do you think that Looney will question Jason about that?
No, I don't. Because he believed Jason. He believed him.
So even though he's going to be watching Polo, he's just thinking Polo is just lying. He just watch him to listen to lies.
At this point, I hope he's coming to his senses, if that's the case. But me personally, I still feel a little shaky about Jamal. So in my mind, I feel like, he already know what's going on. He know the story.
Got it. Okay. I want to play a little bit more.
Wasn't in that car. You ever thought in your mind, maybe this nigga might know something I don't know. Maybe this nigga might know people that I don't know. But when you turn around talking about what you think, nigga, I drop receipts, nigga. I drop receipts, nigga. I come behind that shit with a blood storm of receipts, nigga. Can't you see how everybody shifting? Can't you see how everybody moving? You don't pay attention? The world do. The world see what y'all don't see because y'all too naive to pay attention to reality. That's not my fault. That's not my fault. Know what I mean? Join forces. You could join with Polo and be like, bro, how you came up with this? How you came up with that? Well, how do you get that conclusion? I don't mind breaking it down, nigga. But not one time did y'all check or fight check and be like, bro, man, put me on play. How you came with this about my dog? Because I could post a receipt where somebody just posted that Jason wasn't in that car. I could post a receipt that somebody else posted saying that the mama and the sister was the only one there. or was there holding Joe's hand when he took his last breath. Oh, man. Come on, man. Like, make it make sense. Y'all, that one time, did y'all go after the other bloggers? See, when I on the other bloggers or people on YouTube were just saying whatever, y'all wasn't jumping up there talking about, oh, man, blah, 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 blah. Y'all wasn't doing none of that creep ass shit. But when they activate POLO, and then POLO create a profile. See, a profile, that's what they use inside when an investigation going on. They bring a profiler. A profile is the person that come on the scene and they pay attention to the layout or whatsoever. Then they analyze everything that's being said. And then they weed out what don't make sense. See, that's a profiler. Know what I mean? The profile might not be dead on the money, or it might not be 100% accurate, but it gives a viewpoint of what makes sense. It's obvious that 4 million people understand what the hell a profile is or when a profile is in full effect. But the only people that don't make sense is the people that say, silence my dog name by saying, let my dog rest. Your dog can't rest because y'all protecting the same person that was last seen with him. Make it make sense. And Renee, you his mama. You supposed to have you supposed to be, man, you supposed to have tears in your eyes. Know what I mean? You supposed to want justice for your son. You should be like, man, regardless of what that nigga say, that nigga really pushing for my son. He pushing for my son. That nigga ain't said nothing negative, physically, verbally, to denounce his name. Nigga stood on business by his name. Know what I mean? I'm a stranger, you right. I don't know Joe personally, but in spirit, trust me, I understand Joe. Whether you get it or not, or how the universe works, but some people are gifted. Trust me. Whether you accept the truth for what it is, that's your personal fault. That's your personal downfall. Keep that shit all the way peep. Know what I mean? What happened today, you should have been in there at that city hall, and you should have been focused on talking about Joe. But instead, you being focused on talking about Joe, you worry about POLO. Do POLO intimidate you that much? Do POLO scare you that much? Do POLO make you feel some type of way that you went in there and you lied to the police and you told the police to escort you outside? Like POLO would do something to Joe mama. That don't make sense. You made the scene with the police that POLO is going to do physical harm to his mama. That's why you had the police escort you outside. You trying to paint an image like POLO here to harm. No, POLO pushing the same thing that David family pushing. They just want answers. See, what you should have did as a mother, you know what I mean? The David family been trying to work with you. They've been trying to work with you because at the end of the day, that's his son. So they want to come together with you and get the same answer. What happened with Joe? But every time it turn around, you the one. You the one that get in the way and stop things from happening. You want to know? I'm going to tell you something. Since the homeboys and the dog think they know me, let me show you something. Let me teach y'all and fix y'all for the last motherfucking time. And when you speak my name, put some respect on this shit. Because while your ass sitting home, nigga, I done made so much progress and your ass so far behind because you still naive to what the fuck in front of your face.
All right. Hold on. Okay. All right. So I just have to take a break just for 1 second. All right. So they really pissed him off. It seemed like Polo is very upset about Looney. It seemed like this energy is for Looney. Would you guys say? Press 8 if you feel like this energy is for Looney. Definitely feels like this energy is for Looney. He's very upset. Wes, do you feel like this energy is for Looney?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. He's very upset. And this is this is yeah, I hear you. I'm just saying he's just very upset. Okay.
Gigi, I haven't seen a live where he hasn't yelled like this. I'm not saying he's not upset. I just want to be, I just want to state the obvious. You go on his page, he's yelling at every damn body. He's yelling all the time. You know what I mean? He's yelling all the time. Like, I don't understand. And what man thinks that another man can talk to him like that? That's crazy. Like this, and then where the hell are the receipts? He keep talking about what he got, what somebody sent him. Where's the receipts? Because he said the same thing the other night. Where are they? Stop talking about it. You sold this dude. You got this. You got that. Where they at? Like, it's about that time. Like I said about Looney. Put up or shut up. Jason, put up or shut up. Like, seriously, enough of all this screaming and hollering. For what? You just spitting all over your device. Put up or shut up. That's how I feel. And ugh.
All right, I'm going to continue to play.
Playing with me. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck because y'all be...
All right, I'm going to have to fast forward it just because of the cussing.
That nigga ain't even know my dog, but that nigga going in about my dog. That's what you should be saying. You know what you should be saying. Know what I mean? It supposed to be the same goal. Same goal, one bread, remember? But is it that what it really is? Do you know why I was at that city hall? Do you know why I was honestly there? Because I wasn't there at first. But when Renee decided to go to the city hall behind the Davidson bike instead of working with the father, this is the father. This man paid child support, know what I mean, for Drew. This is the father. But instead of you communicating with the father who want the same answers that you claim you want, you don't say nothing. Your own family. Let me tell you something else. Your own family on your side. It's certain people on family on your side don't even like how you handling this situation. And you want to know something else? You know how the Davis family actually found out? Because of somebody on your side of the family. They don't like that shit. They want you to work with the Davis side of the family as one.
Whoa. So a lot of this is coming from the old family. I mean, people have been saying that, the whole family is messy. So Renee family members are messy and going back and telling this person that and this person that. So it's a whole bunch of messiness coming. And Polo is saying a lot of it's coming from the mess, the family. Okay. Hold on. Let me continue to play.
Because together y'all can figure this shit out because it's right in front of your face. It's really right in front of your face. And everybody over there see it. But y'all too naive because y'all want to talk down on Polo. Y'all sit around waiting on the police. Y'all talking about the police. How can I wait on the police if my son was left on the side?
Got it. So it seems like Tyrone mother does not want Polo to do this. And it seems like Tyrone friends have an issue with Polo doing this as well. And it seems like Polo is just responding to them not wanting him to do his commentary, not wanting him to do his investigation work. Because it seems like the mother, Tyrone mother, and Tyrone friends doesn't care for him doing it, or they don't care for how he does it. Yeah. All right, I'm going to continue to play.
The road. I ain't waiting on no goddamn police. I'm not waiting on the police. If I don't mention nothing about Jason, guess what, dog? Homeboys, y'all would never know nothing about Jason. If I don't mention nothing about Lulu brother, Lulu never write that 6-page letter. If Lulu don't never write that 6-page letter, you don't know a close friend was at the hospital. You don't know none of that. You would have still been sitting around here. See, the thing about it, some of the family members, even on the mama side, how some of them really feel. If you would never protected Lulu in the beginning, it wouldn't be on social media right now. Because guess what they would have been doing? They would have did their job the first time. You holler about, you don't feel like, oh, Lulu did it, but she didn't contact y'all 24 hours later. But you protecting the girl who didn't have the audacity and respect the contact immediate family right then and there. Hold up. I don't think you get it. But while y'all so much trying to find y'all business to jump on Polo, you need to go check your fights. Because the fights that y'all projecting and what y'all pushing out there, y'all the one pushing lies. Y'all the ones that pushing the false narrative. Y'all the ones that ain't standing on business. Y'all ain't the ones.
All right. So when he says you are the one that's pushing lies, is he talking about Tyrone's mother? All right. Sean, what are your thoughts about that? I'm assuming the mother and the friends. He's accusing.
He's accusing. He's accusing. He's loudly accusing, not showing anything. The one thing that he did say, because we saw it for ourselves, was a paragraph written on social media that's supposed to be from Renee's side of the family saying, how could you, why did you, right? Okay, I get that part. Apparently it's because of him or thanks to him that we found out about Jason, right? Other than that, I need him to start producing some receipts. Otherwise, he's speaking in third person, I mean, and where is it? If you're this dude and you're standing on business, show us. Because we've had about enough of trusting what everybody's saying just to turn around and find out that they ain't saying shit. We've had about enough of that. So we're going to just keep taking everything at face value. When every time we turn around, it's like, oh, wow, they didn't tell us that. Or, oh, wow, did they already know that? Just to find out they already knew that. Man, listen, you're not going to keep pissing on my head telling me it's raining. No. Nah, I need some proof at this point. Nobody going to keep just telling me stuff. And you claim you got receipts. Now, if you're speculating because it makes sense to you, then say that. But when you say you got receipts, I'm going to need you to show some receipts. That's it.
All right, Wes. What do you take of Polo accusing Tyrone's mother and Tyrone friends of pushing lies on social media?
I think he took that personal from what happened today, how Miss Renee showed off in front of them people and, was just throwing him under the bus. She even was, so upset that she demanded that he be thrown out. And I also heard him say that she asked for the police to escort her out as if he was some type of threat. So he felt really offended by that. And yeah, I think he just had enough of her and the shenanigans.
If
And
you was in his situation, Wes, what would you do? Like, how would you resolve this?
I mean, at the end of the day, Polo is doing the same thing that we're trying to do, just bring awareness. He can't put too much on himself, then he can bear. Far as with the Davis family, I believe they given him the green light. He did say that's the reason why he did go, because Mr.
Mhm.
Tyrone reached out to him and asked him to please go up there because he wasn't going to be able to make it. By the time the cousin from the side of the Jenner's family told them, they only had like about 20 minutes or so to get there. So it wasn't going to be enough time. And that's the reason why Polo said he went, because he was asked to go.
Got it.
They wanted him to be there to
Now,
represent the family.
Wes, I feel that Renee is going to see this as Natasha attacking her by telling Polo because Polo have been making comments about her on social media, and she's going to see it as this is Natasha again being a snake. I don't want him around me, and I was going to be there for my son, and yet you push him there. But when it comes to the funeral, you said you didn't want Lulu there, and I guess she did not have Lulu there. It seems like it's going to be more tit for tat. What are your thoughts about it, Wes?
Um, in her like mind, in her childlike mind, she probably do think that way. I do not believe that the Davidsons is thinking that way. I believe they just wanted their voice heard, and I know that they knew that she wasn't going to be able to deliver it the way it needed to be delivered, and they gambled with their best bet was to go in with Polo. But I'm not
But
sure if
did
they knew.
Polo ever speak?
No, he didn't get a chance to speak after she made that big spectacle.
Yeah,
I
so
don't.
all it did was agitate her.
Um, and that could have been for the good, actually, because it really just let us see who she really is. Like we all seen, she didn't show no type of emotions. She should have went there, like Sean said, with something noted, even if it would have been five different things, something. Even if you couldn't speak for yourself, even if you didn't want to include the Davis family, you should have had someone. You should have had one of those lawyers there, somebody to speak for you.
Yeah, but I don't think that's reality, Wes. When you look at social media, it has been a lot of coming at her on her part, and it seems like the Davidsons, they have had a part in that. I mean, bringing up a lot of her dark past. I mean, none of the bloggers knows this. It's all coming from inside the family. So I think it's so unrealistic to think that somebody's going to be like, okay, come on, even you
That
just
should have
put
been the
their
least of her
personal.
worries, Gigi.
That's
That
not
should.
realistic. You dealing with humans, and you dealing with people on social
She
media.
had 3 minutes. She had 3 minutes to get this correct. She had 3 minutes to go up here in front of these people and tell these people what was going on with her son. She was trying to get justice for her son, but you're not even telling these people who the heck was with your son. You going at these people like they know what happened. They don't know. That's why they gave you a chance to tell them. And in that 3 minutes, you ain't said shit. You took that 3 minutes to go back and forth with a YouTuber. So you say you turned your back
Exactly.
on the people. You turned your
Exactly.
freaking back on them
Exactly.
people. And you
That's
know
when
what that
she
man
could have
said
been
after that?
screaming. Lulu was with him. Where is Kiara, whatever her name is, Davis? Bring her forward. She could have been yelling that instead of yelling at somebody with a camera. She wasted time. I'm sorry, boo. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you good. You know, I'm just saying.
Yeah. But I also feel that we all know that Renee doesn't feel that way that you guys feel about Lulu. I mean, I think it's so unrealistic to think that Renee feels the same way you guys feel about Lulu. We all know she does not, right? She
Right?
have shown us through a month she does not feel the same way you feel about Lulu.
Wow.
Okay, that's
So
a good question. Why wasn't Lulu there with her? Why didn't they go arm in arm since they're on each other, they're on the same wavelength? Why didn't they go arm in arm in front of the board and say, why didn't Lulu could have said, I'm the one who has been meeting, like she wrote in the 6-page letter, I'm the one who was meeting with the Gainesville PD to find out if there was any camera. I never got an answer, or I got a roundabout answer, or whatever. I'm not satisfied with the answer I got. And you know what I mean? They could have bounced stuff off of each other. They each had 3 minutes or whatever. I would have been yelling until they couldn't hear my voice no more, dragging me out of there. You know what I'm
She
saying?
would, Sean.
If I'm
She
gonna come
was
looking
yelling.
like a fool, I'm gonna act like a fool. I want justice for my baby. Period. I'm acting a stone cold fool, or I'm gonna let my lawyers do it so that I don't have to. One or the other. One or the other. But why didn't they go hand in hand? If neither one of them did anything, if they're so innocent and they want justice for their loved one, why didn't they go arm in arm?
All right. So someone says, you're messing with us, aren't you? Maybe, but I want you to see something. If you want to get a certain answer, you may have to do things differently. So the whole goal was to what? To get more people, I guess, to come around. You wanted this to be nice. The Gainville's town hall thing, you wanted to be nice. Now, from my understanding, it was Renee's idea, right? Was this all Renee's idea or was this someone else's idea?
This was Renee's.
Okay, so this is Renee's project. She just wanted to do this
Mm-hmm.
herself. She didn't want to include anybody in this.
This is all Queen Mama's.
Right. Do she have that right?
I didn't think that was fair.
It may not be fair, but life isn't fair. Nothing about this situation is fair.
Well, clearly she had that right because she did it.
I mean, you
With
guys cannot cut Renee out no matter how much people dislike her. You're going to have to work
no,
with her.
no. I anybody can have birth, Gigi. Dogs have birth. We that's what she did. She gave birth. And I've been team give mom the benefit of the doubt. But she ain't showing me shit that for me to ride with her. I gotta state the facts. I have to call it as I see it. You ain't crap. And you're really, really, really failing this man. You already failed him as a mom while he was here on earth for whatever reasons. This is your time where you could have been making that up. You're failing tremendously. You're still walking around with the number one suspect. Keep riding for her. I know what it's about. It's about that money. Girl.
Okay, but with you knowing that, Wes, and you need Renee in order to get justice. So you're going to have to work with her.
We
So
have to
coming to her with all that stuff is not going to get you anywhere. That's what I'm trying to say. You have to make peace with your enemies. That's the whole point of making peace with your enemies. You don't make peace with your friends. It's no need to. But if you want Renee to get on board and to work with you, you can't be, throwing all this stuff in her past if you're trying to get results, or else it's going to continue to be a shit show like it's been. It's been messy, family going against family. Nothing is getting done here. It's just it's a circus because you guys are doing the same thing. It's nothing is changing. So I'm saying, if you want her, what do you want from Renee? Wes, what do you
to
want from
tell well, I want Renee to tell me what Lulu told her. That's what I want Renee to do.
Okay. What is the chance of she's going to open up to you if you feel this animosity to her and you know it and she knows it?
Well, not if you don't have to tell me then, well, won't you go ahead and tell your baby father, Tyrone's dad? That
Okay,
man don't do
that's
nothing but speak highly of you, even though you've been treating him like crap. That
we're
man ain't got
thinking
no beef with you.
in the mindset of Renee. That's not going to happen because your sister Natasha is out here doing this and that. That's not going to happen. So anything Natasha does, anything that family does, she's gonna take it out on him. That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
So, in order to beat your enemy, you have to think like your enemy and you have to be 5 steps ahead.
Who is her enemy?
No, I'm talking about Renee because you seem like you see Renee as a problem. Do you see Renee as a problem?
Renee has became a problem. Yes.
Okay, yeah, she's a problem to you.
Yes.
So, you're going to have to be 5 steps ahead of her. Because if you're not, it's just going to continue to be a show today. Nobody won today.
No,
I don't want to see Renee like that. I don't want to see her in that situation. It doesn't make more people want to be involved in Tyrone's situation. It wasn't a win.
no, Renee definitely messed that money up today. She messed up. And whoever was with her, like they didn't do any better either. They was so like trained on whatever was going on with Polo. Whoever that was standing with her. I don't know if that was the daughter or someone from her family, but she just,
God.
you know what? I'm gonna pray for her tonight.
So do
That's what
you
I'm gonna do.
is it will Natasha, will she bring her family and do the same thing Renee did?
Come on now, you know them family. What they would have been there. Davis,
No, no, no,
all
no,
the
no, 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 no. I'm talking about in the future because that's already done. You can't redo it.
yeah.
So when Gameville have another town hall meeting, I'm not for sure of the name. Will Natasha go there and speak out?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she will. Her and Dad, her and Mr. Tyrone. Yeah.
Okay.
And when they go, they're gonna go united front as one. And they're gonna speak clearly. They're gonna get to the point. They're gonna look them in directly in their eyes and let them know that they're trying to get justice for their son.
Okay, that sounds good. You know, that sounds good because that wasn't a good idea what Renee did. I mean, if she came up with that idea by herself to go and speak, that was a good idea. All right. So Rob, I see he's continued to be up here, trying to get up here. I'm trying to keep him up here, but it keeps on going down. Rob, are you there?
Yeah.
Talk to me.
How y'all doing? Tamala, Wes,
Hey
y'all
Rob.
100% right. Everything that Renee did was calculated because the pressure has hit her. So she had to try to get in front of certain things and use it as a distraction. She didn't really go up there for what she really wanted to go up there for, to use that what she needed it for. Because at the same time, why you going to City Hall or Town Hall when you could be on a phone call calling the right people? Because the only thing she doing was just mocking Natasha about going a step higher in this, that, and the third. If you wasn't screaming in the beginning, why all of a sudden you're screaming now? Because you've been exposed. So now you're trying to save face and get in front of things and redirect things to take you out of it. Whenever the pressure hit, you're gonna see people start scrambling and moving weird and start going against each other and bickering and battering. The pressure is on. And everything that Polo did, see the thing about Polo not gonna show receipts because he's not gonna implement himself in an open case where he's gonna have to prove and take the stand and do certain things. But what he's doing is putting everything in front of you and exposing it, which is brave. But what he did, he ain't wrong for it. He definitely not wrong for it. But every single thing that we watching is exactly what happened in the beginning of what this most famous movie is. The Dark Knight. When the Joker made everybody go against each other and take out each other, this shit getting too messy and it's too loud all over money. So I wouldn't be surprised if bodies start falling soon. Because this is crazy. To see this play out the way it's playing out, first of all, it shouldn't even happen. But we here now. Everything is about the dollar. What happened to Joe should have never happened. All over what? Some money? What he was doing for y'all wasn't good enough? All right. That's crazy. And then for you not to question any person and every person, that makes me question you. Whoever you screaming or whatever you screaming, if you're screaming, oh, well, we've been his homeboy, this, that, and the third, yada, 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 it don't even matter. You still should look at a nigga who's saying some shit weird and he ain't really screaming just like justice for Joe. So, homie, he looks suspect how he moving. But Polo, salute.
Tamala, your thoughts? Rob is here,
Rob,
Tamala.
Rob just checkmated it. He just did it. He put all the piece on the board. He shot it on the board, dog. I ain't got nothing else to say because he just came open up the can. He just opened it up right there and then just slammed that last piece on the chessboard. Checkmate.
Tamala, I'm gonna need you to
Yes.
go in more. Come on, it's your turn.
Yes, I'm just saying. Rob put it. I'm just saying, Rob put it all out there. He put the icing on the cake. That's why I said earlier it was messy how she moved. You got so much time. You go in there, and this is what you go in there and present to them folks. Come on now. You showed out like that, and then you want to ask for protection, but you so strong. You in the car cussing afterward. That's why I said, baby, honey, everybody is a suspect, and everybody's scrambling. I'm telling you, pressure burst pipes. That's all you need to put in the comment. Pressure burst pipes, because that's what it's doing. The Polo applied pressure. You started the pressure. Then Polo came with the pressure, the same pressure, but he got some little people behind the door telling him, so he's slicing it down, whipping it up. Yes. He whipped it up. Next thing you know, he put it out there. They don't want him to put it out there. So now you get on the live and you want to throw a gunshot at him, but you want to take everything down because you don't want nobody to see what you doing. That's the weakest link too. So at the end of the day, man, it is what it is. All of them got a little piece, so all of them running, all of them hungry, because we already know who the breadwinner is. We already know that. We already know who was feeding everybody. And they still eating off of him while he's dead and gone. While they worried about you and everybody else who's publishing it getting paid. No, they don't want y'all to get paid because they eating off of him. They eating off of Tyrone. That's who eating off of Tyrone. They want to holler, my bruh. You ain't been on earth hollering your bruh. You ain't been screaming justice. You ain't down there knocking that police door out. You know where Gilchrist is. You know where Gainesville Police Department is. You mean to tell me you didn't get that nigga down there? You didn't get him down there when Jason told you all that stuff? You gonna tell me something, homeboy, about mine? Exactly. You ain't? Oh, yeah, you is. Big facts. You gonna tell me something. You talking about you know they be talking about their 30s. Well, you need to put that 30 to the work, baby, because I'm telling you, he wouldn't have got out of that room without telling me what happened.
Facts. And that's what made me question him when I heard the stuff that I heard. I'm like, come on, homie, like you gonna implement yourself as this depiction of what you want us to look at you as, and you about, you know what I'm saying, you about, you know what I'm saying, getting dirty and getting down. But at the same time, if somebody puts something in front of your face that you never looked at like that, and you still question it and you still don't want to look at it, nigga, I'm gonna go see you, and then we gonna have a conversation. I ain't gonna just put you on live if I know where you at. All this shit is just an act. Nigga trying to deflect and get y'all to look here and look there. And whenever everything get close to seeing things how we've been saying things, just like Polo said, you create a profile. Everything was getting pieced together and pieced together and pieced together, but then it'd be something that we couldn't like stick with. But then Polo came, just flushed it. Another thing, the fourth person, y'all know who that is, right?
Yeah, I already knew.
Well, I don't know.
At the end of the day,
I don't know either. Who is it?
Just tell it.
Gigi.
Yes.
Who you been applying pressure to?
Thank you.
Kamala, I just need y'all to just tell it.
Exactly. Just say it. Rob, who the fourth person is, Rob?
Everything is what we already covered.
Right. You applying pressure. You know
Come
who
on,
it
man.
is.
Think about it, Gigi. Whenever something gets done,
I think we tired of
happens?
thinking. It's so confusing. We tired of thinking. Just
Are
tell
you
it.
saying Renee, Rob?
Who?
Are you saying Renee's the fourth person?
No, I'm saying she dirty for sure. Everybody dirty to me.
See, that's just why y'all should just tell it.
Yeah,
But that first person ain't no Kern. It ain't no girl. I keep trying to tell you that. It's okay.
It's not a girl. But
it's
one thing I can honestly
Vaughn.
say, everything that Sean and Tamala said earlier, 100% facts. I agree to y'all 1 billion %. But every time we start talking about, you know what I'm saying, homie, you know what I'm saying, the so-called, you know, my heart or my whatever she got, how she got it in the phone. Then
Kayvon.
at
My
the same
honey,
time,
the brother,
where
my
the
honey.
hell is Lulu? If you advocating and you saving face for her, why you couldn't go down there with her? Because Lulu playing everybody like a fucking pawn.
Right.
Hmm.
And that
We
person
said that
playing her like
yesterday. We said that yesterday.
She probably told Renee make sure that her and her brother is not implicated in this, and she gonna break her off. I don't know at this
Man,
point.
it's gonna
I don't
fall.
care how much money you gonna break me off. You can't break me off no money about my son.
Facts.
What I
Facts.
Well,
Renee is
need
first,
not the
from
y'all,
regular person.
I think the first thing that we have to I think the first thing that we have to stop doing is expecting people who would do something like this to think like we would. You see what
no,
I'm
they
saying?
can't
That's
I
the
agree.
I
Exactly.
believe
I
that's
Exactly.
the
agree.
I believe that's the first mistake that we're making is to expect them to move like we would move because I wouldn't do no bullshit like this.
Right.
Facts.
So I can't for the life of me figure out what
No,
why.
for real. For real.
I
American
just
greed,
can't.
American greed all day long.
And then another thing, why everybody got Dro belongings?
Right. Cars, trucks,
Like, see,
clothes.
everybody looking at a lot of things, which is cool.
Right.
But at the same time, nigga, you Jason, you suspect anyway, prior to this.
Right.
Just because why you got homie possessions?
Come on now.
Come on, man. Like, and then did he leave this with y'all before you know what I'm saying? Or y'all just knew what certain things was because he had a pure heart. He was too open and he believed no one would ever snake him like this. So he
Because
trusted
he
Well,
the wrong
Auntie
people that was close to him.
Auntie Natasha said that some female, whether it was Dro's sister or cousin or somebody, had his Maserati. He let her borrow it. And then this happened, and now she won't bring it back. That's what Auntie Natasha said when she went live.
Right.
That's what she said. So, how did the mama end up with it?
Exactly.
And she was driving it the day of the funeral
Hmm.
because I saw it. I saw the dashboard. I saw the pitchfork. You know what
Hmm.
I mean? I know what a Maserati symbol is.
At the end of
You
the
know,
day, if you greedy behind possessions, why wouldn't look at you like you greedy over some insurance money? We done seen this shit happen for time over fist, hand over fist, in and out. But you going up there to make this big old like charades over someone to take eyes off of you?
absolutely.
Right game, wrong nigga. Your fastest move too
Right.
slow, and that was wrong. You made the wrong move doing that. Because if you had
Oh,
a time slot, use your time slot and don't be distracted.
my God.
yeah. And they
And
gonna
that's why,
and one thing she failed to realize, the feds gonna make sure and see if you making enough money to have everything you got, boo. They
That
gonna
part right there.
they already checking that. They already
That
checking
part
it.
right
Like
there.
I said, when the feds come, baby, they dot their I's and cross all their T's. And they don't move fast
They
like the
move
state
slow.
do. Because when they come for you, they want you in that building.
Thank you.
and then my thing is this, like Ann just said, Annette just said in the chat, and I think I was thinking it earlier, but someone was speaking. If Renee is or Rena, whatever her name is, if Dro's mother continues to ask for justice for Dro, seeing as though Lulu was the only one up there with him, presumably, when it happened, who in the hell do she think did it if not Lulu?
Facts.
You know what I'm like?
That's real.
Like, damn it, that's it right there. That's all.
That's why I
She know
said,
who
do
did it.
she
They
even
already
know
know
They
who
what
all
did
know who did it. They're
justice
just trying to save
means?
face.
Because she's
it. Right.
screaming for justice, and justice on who?
Because first it was an accident.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And you believe Lulu didn't do it, right, Gigi? She believed Lulu didn't do it. So if you believe Lulu didn't do it and these two was on a vacation together, Lulu came back alive and Tyrone didn't. So what did Lulu tell you that you 100% vouching for her to
Hmm.
the point that you're gonna go behind everybody's back and
Hmm.
still sneak her into the funeral home to see him? She should have never been able to get that
That part.
privilege to be able to go back and look over top of that man's body. That man ain't getting no rest, man. Man
Oh,
ain't
Not
getting no
don't forget,
rest.
don't forget she handed him don't forget she handed her some money. But my thing is this. First it was an accident because he fell and bumped his head. Then that turned into a different spot where he hit his head. Then it turned into him trying to do himself by jumping out the truck. So those are three different situations right there where it was an accident, so to
hmm.
speak. What are we supposed to do with that now that now that his mother is saying justice? How do you get justice for two incidents that's supposed to be a clear accident, and the third one he did himself? How do we get justice for that?
Hmm.
What the hell is she talking about?
Cause
That's the
cause
crap that I'm talking about.
what she made
And
herself
so
look
that's
like.
why when Polo starts saying what he's saying, bruh, you got to, if you're following it the way we're following it, why don't you understand that we need to see some receipts? And I don't think we're asking for too much.
Mm, yeah, true. But if he does that, he implement himself in it. If anything of trial ever comes about or testifying,
The only
because
way that he's
how
going to
did you
get
know
in
that?
trouble. Right, hold on, Rob. The only way he's going to get in trouble is if the investigators had already talked to him and he said, I don't know nothing, I don't know nothing. And then come to find out he did. That's hindering an investigation.
100%
You know,
facts.
that's impeding on an investigation. That's different. But if no one has talked to Polo and he's just a content creator, but he got connections and people are telling him stuff and sending him stuff and all that kind of stuff, then he's just a content creator with some information.
That's
Now,
truth.
we
That's
can
true.
have the opinion, we can have the opinion to say, well, Polo, you need to be taking this to the police.
But look
You
at
know what
this.
I'm
Look at
saying?
this. People.
Just like he's saying about Dro's friends. Well, if you care, why aren't you doing it since you got so much proof? You see
But
what I'm
this.
saying? Since you
Right.
got all of this stuff, why aren't you taking it to the police? And then if you don't want to take it to the police, okay, you ain't no snitch, whatever you want to call it, you that kind of dude. Why aren't you showing it here? Because if you're not going to show it, it's time to stop talking about it.
He
Because
already put it in motion.
at some point, the people like us that's been going through this week after week, night after night, we're gonna start saying, yeah, I don't believe you, because how many times you gonna say that and never show it? Like, that's just crazy.
I
And
agree
anybody
too.
who thinks that this is okay, y'all as bad as Lulu, in my opinion.
I look at everybody as a suspect. I don't trust nobody. Me, like literally nobody. Polo may have information and evidence, but I don't buy his element of 100% of innocence. I'm not saying that he had anything to do with it, but every person who has information and has withheld from coming to me saying, "Say, big bro, da 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 da, this person told me da 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 da." A person who has information, if I got your best interests at heart, I'm gonna come to the family. And you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you, but he said he don't know Drew. The reason why I think Polo doing what he doing, the same reason what I feel in my heart why I came up here to say certain things and do certain things since I started following his story.
Uh-huh.
Polo probably experienced something of this magnitude and he was able to see another day. That's why
He
he
did,
said
Rob. He
he
did.
feel in his heart what and why he should come up here and say what he said. And he said he ain't no Drew. This, that, and the third. But what he
Hmm.
do know, he knows certain people and he connected to certain people and certain things he got proven and got went to. Think about it. Something of this magnitude. So many people, so many layers. Somebody gonna talk with money involved.
Right.
And that's
And
why
then it
I
was.
said at the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody start playing cleanup because this is too messy.
And then even if he don't want to show it to the internet, Rob, would you not agree that he could at least take it and give it to the family?
Yeah, but this is the part of what he does. I'm gonna make y'all start scrambling by saying things nobody could have ever known. And now I'm gonna put things in front of y'all because it's already in front of y'all, but y'all just looking at it weird because y'all believe in something when everybody should be a suspect. So now I'm gonna do this. And what he did, when you look at when you just look at the whole element of how everything played out, now everybody going against each other. Now you put Jason on live, he tucking his tail. He's so surprised by how did this because they thought they got away.
Right.
That's why Lulu was tormenting certain things coming in live, BG, all these other things. They thought they had a clean slate. That's why Renee set her ass down and didn't move in the beginning.
Right.
Let's just be done with this. Let's just be done with this. Oh, nah, the implications came. You probably got to knock at your door. And now you got to do certain things to save face. Everybody about to
Yeah.
start pointing the finger, but somebody gonna try to still save face for everybody, but they're gonna try to pin it on somebody. That's why I said the whole Dark Knight Rises thing with the whole Joker, with how everyone he set everybody up to go rob the bank, and then he killed them all. He was the last one standing. Look what Lulu doing.
Now, someone just said in the comment, how did Polo end up with pictures that came out of Dro's phone?
Polo had pictures.
That's what somebody just said in the comments. Hold on, let me pull it down. Let me put it down. I'll tell you who said it.
Let me see this on Polo page from
I'm
Renee
not sure, but
nephew.
I do
Go
know
see.
that he is in contact with the dad.
Christina Murray said, how Polo get videos, pictures that could come from Dro phone? And I'm not
That's
stuttering. That's how she wrote it.
that's why I said everybody's a suspect. I don't give a damn how much information you saying. If anything, why like we said before, why come to the internet with it?
Yeah, take it to the family.
Come on, man.
Take it
And
to
that's
the
my
family
thing.
and then come to us and say, listen, y'all, I gave the family all the proof I got. Everything I've been telling y'all about that I have, I went and gave it to the family.
Right.
Because my thing is this, stop talking loud and fast. And you just repeating yourself. You want us to accept you and believe you and believe that you have credibility for what? You know what I'm saying? There comes a time where you got to start saying something that's got some weight to it. Something that's going to make the people that you know, because I bet you he listening to this live right
But at
now.
the end, yeah,
Nothing
I
will
mean, and even
convince
if
me
he
that
is,
he's
my
not.
thing is the information he put out, like I said, I really like when I listened to it the other day, I'm like, I could see the passion of where Polo was speaking from and the hurt of where he's speaking from due to the context of something I feel like this is something that he reliving just from a different perspective. Just like
I
how he
get you.
said, that's the reason why of what made him come on here and say what he said, even when he knew certain things. So
Yes.
the element of when a person feels something so close to home that is kind of like deja vu, why would I just sit back if I could shine light on something that nobody not really seeing? But if you question the timelines, like how you said, of everything that homie said, because nobody was looking at Jason in the beginning.
Right.
And then
No, we
Jason
didn't.
lied.
I'm not going to say nobody, but I don't know that any of us, on Gigi's platform
Yeah,
knew
yeah, yeah, for
anything
sure, for
about
sure,
a
for sure, for sure, for
Jason.
sure.
Right.
Definitely.
Right.
But I feel like at the end of the day, how everything is being put out there now, due
Hmm.
to the context of how you said, yo, timeline, oh, I was here. Oh, I was here.
Hmm.
But at the same time, homie, if that's your so-called homeboy, like how you said, nigga, you ain't got no emotion on your face.
That's true. We said that.
Nigga, your body language off.
Hmm.
You looking over your shoulder and you looking like, come on, what you nervous for?
Hmm.
And you quiet, you too quiet,
Right.
but you only repeating the same thing. What him being there for you? when your dad and your mom had to, like, it just, everything that was being said from his mouth didn't make sense in context to what the reason of why homie was even on alive with him.
Rob, let me ask you a question. Do you think that this is the first time that Looney had that conversation with Jason on live?
No,
Do you?
I think it was a stunt.
Okay, I did too. I just wanted to know your opinion on it.
I think it was a stunt, and I think
Okay.
everything that's happening right now is just to, like, try to sway you and throw you off, but at the same time stick to what we all know about the brother.
Right.
I'm gonna
Right.
take my stance and still stand on what I believe. Because at the end of the day, it don't take a rocket scientist to figure certain shit out. Yeah, you may not know certain people who was involved, but the proof is in the pudding. The gist of it, Lulu, everything stemmed from you, beloved. So the fact that you tucked your tail and you went hiding, but you got everybody else going against each other. It started from the family. Now you got co-conspirators doing the same shit. Now we talking about it and we bringing up certain things. Not everybody trying to, like, come in and save face and reroute us from this to that. Come on, man, stop playing. Whenever you start making a little noise and shaking the cage, you're gonna see who's gonna start bucking. The motherfuckers who hands dirty.
All right. You guys, just for time, we may have to start closing it out. Tamala, last thoughts.
My last thought is I'm on with Rob on. I'm on that because at the end of the day, I knew that that thing with Jason, like Wes did, that was a stunt. That was a playoff. I'm like Rob. Everybody is a suspect. Everybody want a piece of the pie. Okay, everybody getting a piece of the pie because that's why they backtrack their story. But as for Polo, I'm gonna put this like this. Okay, Polo goes to them city council meeting. If you ain't never been to a city council meeting, you don't know. They talk about a whole lot. They talk about a whole lot in the meetings. And then afterwards, he probably linger around and hear what they say, dropping about such and such. Okay, so that's how he know a lot of things, and that's how he know go back. Because when you at them city council meetings, you meet a lot of people. Because I used to go to them city council people, and that's how I knew a lot of judges, prosecutors, and everybody else. Okay, so at the end of the day, when you go to them city council people, you hear a lot of stuff that beats the streets. That a lot of people on the streets don't know it off top. Then, therefore, you can take it back to whoever else. That's why Polo can't really tell too much because a lot of people that's helping him with the information, he's not. I wouldn't do it either. But know this, understand this. He know what he's talking about. And he's standing on business. He's standing on business what the rest of them ain't doing. But they his so-called friends and so mother, they not standing on business. But this young man is standing on business. So I don't have any hate there. I got nothing but love for him. I salute him for standing on business for a brother. That's why I came on here. Because at the end of the day, this case was like bugging me. This case and Romika's case. It's not every time I get this feeling, but I got this feeling, and that's how I say it again. When you are a chosen one, God is not going to play about you.
Facts.
Okay? That's why the mother used my word, chosen one. She never said that at first.
Facts. It's all spiritual warfare.
They listen. But see, I know for a fact, when you are a chosen one, no ma'am, God is going to fight the battle for you every time.
Mm-hmm.
Every time.
Yeah, and that's what spiritual warfare.
He letting everything come on out. Because let me tell you something. When God get through playing this, let me tell you something. It's gonna be a domino effect.
Yes, ma'am.
It's gonna be like a hurricane coming through, and y'all gonna be like, "Dang, I didn't know this was happening. This was going on." Oh yeah, God is coming, baby. He already came, and that's why that he's showing up every day. He's showing up. Somebody is telling that boy, and that boy pushing it out there. Because let me tell you something. A lot of people, even in this chat, they can't sleep. They think about this when they get off the chat with you because everybody want to know. That boy loved all of them people that was in that circle, okay? But he was the gift giver. Sometimes it's best to not to keep on being a gift giver and be a taker sometime. But see, he wasn't a taker. He was a giver.
He was pure soul.
Yes, he was a giver. And they didn't understand a person that give like him. So he didn't see. That's why I said he wasn't no simp, but he was blindsided to the love that he had for those who didn't have love for him.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
That's
ma'am.
where it's at. Okay?
That's it.
He wasn't no simp, but he was just blind by the love.
Yeah, when you walk in the light, you know what I'm saying? You got to be aware of the things that walk amongst you. And that's ain't nothing but spiritual warfare.
Yes. And those people are pure evil. They know what they did. Lulu, the mama ain't saying Lulu. Nobody want to point to Lulu. Nobody want to point to Renee and tell all this stuff. When we got to talking about the red car, when I said something funny about that red car.
You suspect too.
That red car. When I kept saying that, then the next thing you know, Lulu came out with a 6-page book. Cause see, you get into the real source right there. You cook it every time you cook, and I try to tell you that every time you cook, baby, they pop out. Yep. Ain't nobody popping out now because guess what? They all quiet because they know the pieces of the puzzle are
put together.
They're connecting. They're connecting. They're sliding in.
And you know what I think? You know what I think? And I don't know why this kept popping up before I even wanted to even come and talk on this. I just been like, but this kept popping up. I've been getting downloads of this. Whoever that red car was, they seen what happened and they was in shock. I feel like that red car was in shock. And if they wasn't, and there was a part of it, they were supposed to do something and find him or whatever it is. But I feel like whoever this person who was in that red car was, when they seen what was happening, they was in shock. And they got out. And they stopped their car. But to witness certain things that I feel like they probably saw, they got out to go render aid. But at the end of the day, I don't know. That's just me trying to go ahead.
Okay, now let me tell you this, Rob. I don't think that red car was rendering aid. I'm going to be honest with you because they went chasing the money. Why would you go chasing $15?
Facts.
It wasn't like you saw $300. It was $15. And you're supposed to put it in bruh's wallet. You're supposed to put it in his wallet, but the money was never in his wallet. The money was spread it out. Okay, spread it out. The 3 5s was the phone. Okay, the wallet down on the ground. The foam on top of it, the wings at the bottom of my feet,
right,
and then the pizza all spread out on the right-hand side. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. All the dots are connected, and they know it. They know it. And then why would Lulu be turning, whipping back around to go back towards the pizza place? It was that where his car was parked at? Because it's making me think, Nikki said y'all was at a phone company, went to the phone company too. So it's a phone company down there because I was Googling the distance. As far as hotels near the Wawa. See, when you Google it, they'll show you the picture and you can enlarge it and then they'll show you how you drive around the whole area. Right. It was on Florida I-20. I mean, it was on Florida 24. I'll never forget that, baby. I did that. And I told Gigi that today. And just like that picture, the POLO pulled up of the house, I pulled that up. All of their houses. They wasn't living like that boy living.
Exactly.
Come on now. When the daddy bought that house, the Lulu them living in Orlando, he bought it when it was nothing but $85,000. It's worth something now because he had it for a while. 200 and some thousand. But at the end, it wasn't worth nothing. Come on now. I did the same thing. And I sent that to Gigi because there's one thing about me, man, I'm not going to let anything slide by me. Too much slide by me without me checking it. Without me checking into it. And when I checked into it, I'm like, because after the trucker and his wife came up and said what they said, I'm like, wait a minute, because I ain't see them type of houses. Now I see some nice houses on the Davis side, but as far as Them, no, I ain't see no houses, no nothing worth nothing. So I'm like, well, where is, okay, who got the money? So it came back to me, knowing the Dro got the money. Dro was living nice. So he got the money. He was standing on business. So he was feeding and giving everybody out. He was even passing Kayvon blessings.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now.
Anybody
let's
around
keep
him.
it real. Let's keep it real. They hated that boy for real. They hated him without a cause.
Because he was
They
everything
had
that they
no
wasn't.
reason to hate him. But
But
they
he was
hated
everything that
him
they wasn't.
because guess what? He wasn't in the streets like they was. He knew how to hook up some cars. He knew how to make some moves. He met some people along the way, the truck driver, stuff that they ain't have. They didn't have motion. They don't know nothing about motion. But all of a sudden they got motion now that he died. You want to cut your hair. You want to clean up. But at first you came on there looking like Billy Bob. That you was in the wilderness. I peep everything.
Yes, ma'am.
I peep everything. But now you cleaned up. Okay. Make it make sense.
All right. Sean, last closing remarks.
I don't even know what I thought I knew, so I don't have no remarks. It's still justice for
Lord.
Dre. That's it. This mess is just, I mean, it's just, it's crazy. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Somebody's appearance don't have nothing to do with what happened to Dro. It's about the mama, Lulu, Jason, who never told that he was there in the first place. Them three, I feel like is who we should be giving all this energy to. You know, who, acting like it's the Wild Wild West or not acting like it's the Wild Wild West. That doesn't that wasn't what we were looking for. That's not why we're here. You know what I'm saying? We're here trying to find out who did it. Now, how they handle it, that's their business. I thought we were trying to figure out who did it, right? And then the information that Polo is putting out here, that threw us for a loop. Finding out that the family knew this, that threw us for a loop. Or when they found out, they want to give people grace, and it's so suspect and suspicious. I'm over it. I'm over it, Gigi. Like, seriously, this is just too convoluted. It's all over the place. It's like a spider web, and it's sucked us in it. And I got to go on and fall out of this one. I don't have this to do. I don't. This is crazy. This is just crazy. No. We stand up late nights to listen to somebody who's doing nothing but repeating themselves, but not telling us anything. And I get it if he's telling the family. If he telling the family and showing the family that he everything that he's telling us, then I respect it. Because it's ultimately, like I've said before, it's ultimately really not our business. You know what I'm saying? But this is no good night to you, Keisha Carter. Thank you, love. But this is y'all don't have a headache? I got a headache.
No, I feel you, love.
This is, now I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow something else drops.
100%.
Because that's the routine that's been happening, right? But this is wow.
Yeah. Like when everything started coming out and when certain people started saying certain people not guilty, yeah, it made me scratch my head. Because at this point, everybody a suspect. I ain't ruling nobody out. I ain't ruling nobody out.
I don't understand, Auntie Tasha. I don't understand how, if you found out when we found out that Jason was there, how does he get a pass? How does that not strike you like the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How does I don't
everybody guilty to me at this point now. Even
But
even
you come
even
out
I'm looking at
and
everybody side eye.
yeah, but you come out and you say, I don't know no BG. I ain't never talked to nobody. I don't know no CC. Y'all don't believe that unless y'all hear it from me. You understand? But I don't know. I don't know. I can't. With everything that's happening, you got to it's like y'all think about it like this. It's like a dude that met a girl, let's say at a skating park, or they just rollerblading, whatever,
Hmm.
and he does everything he can to try to get her. He find out, her one of her girlfriends tell him where she lived. He send her flowers. Then he send her candy. Then he find out where she work at, and he send her flowers, and he sending her little cute notes, and he popping up, can I take you home? She at the bus stop. No, I'm gonna take the bus. I don't know you that well. And then he pop up again. Well, can I give you my number so that you can get to know me? Because I understand. She like, no, you can't. So and then he pop up again, and he's like, well, are you not interested in me? Like, am I ugly? You know what I'm saying? And she like, no, you're not ugly, but I'm good. I'm good. Well, sooner or later, that dude is gonna say, you know what, love? I'm gonna leave you alone
Facts.
because I've done everything that I
I
can.
can
And
do. Hmm.
you're not telling me you got another man. You're not telling me that, you got a lady. You're just telling me no. And for the life of me, I can't figure out why. I'm respectful. You accepted my gifts. You're smiling at my advances. You're not rolling your eyes. I make you laugh, and you keep telling me no. So I'm gonna go on and leave you alone, baby. I'll holler at you another time. And then as soon as he get ready to pull off, she like, wait, 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 wait. I'll give you my number. But then when he go to dial the number, it's the wrong fucking number. Like, really?
Hmm.
I'm over it. I'm over it. So, you
Uh,
know.
all,
Mm.
all right. Wes, last closing remarks.
I'm just gonna say this. Real recognize real all day long. That's why God allowed us to align up together the way we are as a community, sitting here doing everything in our power to try to get justice for Dro. At the end of the day, that's our focus. No, we're not detectives. We're doing our best to bring awareness. I think we're doing a hell of a job.
I agree, Wes.
And I also wanted to say, real gangsters move in silence.
I agree, Wes.
Justice for Dro is still
All
that
day.
whole Lulu.
Hmm.
All right. For people on the bottom, I'm sorry I won't be able to get to you based on time. I don't want to keep you guys up all night, but I'm going to allow Rob to close us out. Rob, you have the floor.
Um, I mean, I appreciate everybody insight. Um, Tapping into this, bringing awareness, spreading awareness. Wes, Kamala, Sean, Gigi, I appreciate y'all. Everybody in the chat, I appreciate y'all. But this have gave me a headache a lot of nights because I found myself up to like 5, 6 a.m. trying to piece together things. But like I said, justice for Drew all day. I appreciate y'all and I love y'all. I love y'all.
Love you
That,
too, Rob.
that
Love
was
you
short,
too,
Rob.
y'all. Good
I thought
night.
you was going to do a little bit longer.
We wore out, Gigi.
Okay. Well, we'll let Rob speak for himself.
Not Tamale. Facts though. This is like it consumes so much of you, and it's like whenever you start seeing all these curveballs, it's like what the
Yo, Gigi, you really made Rob crack up laughing.
for real?
Wow. That's amazing. That's
Man, but
amazing.
at the end of the day, I mean, like it's a lot, man, and it's like everybody hitting everything like on the head, like literally like spot on. And when I tapped in today and I heard everything, I was like, This is tiring. But I feel like the Davis family have a plan and they sticking with it. And if they did have a plan, if my love was as what it was for my nephew, fuck the plan. Like if you know something, I I mean, and I know I can't put myself in their shoes to say how they would do it, how I would do it, but I don't think nobody get a pass. And I just look at everybody because this shit has got too messy. And I feel like everybody is a suspect. Even everybody who's saying one thing and another thing, until it's confirmed, I ain't taking my eyes off nobody.
All right. Well, look, that's what I gotta say. When you are so tired, that is when you right close to the top of the mountain. So I want y'all to keep on going. The battle is still on. Do y'all hear me?
Facts.
Come on now, keep that energy up. Keep that energy up because we're so close. You guys know it. Anytime when you're so tired, that's what the enemy wants you to be, tired and drained and confused. That just means you're so close. So don't give up now. Keep going, keep going, keep going. All right. So you got to discipline yourself. You got to stay focused. And that's definitely what I'm going to do. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Please keep on hitting me on my messages, sending me everything. I appreciate you guys sending me all the screenshots, all the videos. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Gigi Medici. All right. I love you all. Let's get these likes up. I told you once and I told you before. When you like the video, it pushes it out in the algorithm and it will be more eyes on Tyrone's story. Okay. So it's very important that you guys like. It's very important that you guys share. Share the upload, share the live stream, share it on your Facebook, share it on your X, the Twitter, you know. It's more that you guys can be doing to spread awareness as well with these videos. I appreciate you all, and you are all gladiators. And I appreciate you all. Love you all, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Love y'all also.
Bye.
Bye. Love y'all. Good night.
Love y'all. Good night.